Hello, thank you everyone for coming. I'm winging this speech, so if I forget someone, I'm sorry. Mum, calm down. First of all, this day would never have happened if my brother wasn't already flying here from Scotland and with his wife and son. So thank you, Andrew. And thank you, Ali and Stoney, for coming here from Sydney. Johnny, wherever you are, coming from Sydney. My cousin Stacey and my cousin-in-law C. I'm coming from Melbourne. Huggy, wherever you are as well. There you are. She's coming from Melbourne. And who else has come? Danae and Fritz, my best friend in the whole entire world, coming from Germany. Thank you. And last but not least, but Simon's mum and sister. Well, Simon's mum from the UK and his sister from the Gold Coast. So thank you everyone that came far and wide for this engagement party, which is a surprise wedding!
Surprise wedding. So let's give it up, these two. We welcome. First of all, can we give the beautiful couple a massive round of applause to show our love and support? And we'll grab a drink and be sure not to stand in front of that camera so they can get this all on film. Thanks. So, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it is a great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you to the wedding ceremony of Kristi and Simon. They are so thankful that you've joined them today, but none more so than Simon and his passport. While obviously some people could not make the journey, that's completely fine. We're sad that they're not here, but that does mean we have extra alcohol at the bar. So while we're sad they're not here, let's have an extra drink or three for them on their behalf. And if we could just move out of the way of the camera, that would be fantastic, even though it's a microphone. Thank you. So my name is Daniel Delby and I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. As you can see and as you can tell, I'm not your typical old lady celebrant. These two have proofread and they have heard. Yeah, that's all right. Groom. Let's get the beer sorted first. Then we'll do the love shit after. Yeah. What do you want? I can. One more.
Champagne.
What are you drinking? One more champagne, please. That's all right. Whatever works. Yeah. You're gonna need more after you're married. Trust me. So, as we sort the beers out, just so you know, these guys have proofread, they've heard everything today, so you can feel free to laugh along with them as you hear the funny stuff. Laughing does make you 70% more attracted to the opposite sex, so Simon must have laughed a lot because he's definitely batting. But I just saw his blue eyes, maybe he's not, he's fucking, I just fell in love. So, their story begins. In Kristi, Simon has found his Mrs. Right. Not only because she's perfect, but because she's never wrong. Simon says their relationship has been nothing short of amazing from the moment they met. And you know that's true because Simon says. Now, they both look incredible today, but it is a surprise that Kristi isn't wearing a suit, as I'm told she wears the pants. Even still, when they're together, they have the absolute best time, they have loads of laughter, and their union has been dubbed couple goals from their friends and family. They have a connection that is like yin and yang, and I'm not talking about Kristi's cousins. I mean yin and yang in a perfectly balanced, opposites attracting kind of way. Technically, it's not your typical wedding, eh? Technically, they first caught a glimpse of each other on a Thursday night down the road while getting loose at the Indi bar. However, yeah, that will come up in a moment. However, they didn't really speak, and Kristi first remembers seeing Simon hanging out with his friend Alex.
There he is.
Yeah. And then commenting to her friends, oh, how cute is that gay couple? She said it had something to do with Simon wearing a yellow shirt, but that's just ice cold play. Their proper introduction to each other came the next day at Oceans, which is the perfect pairing of pubs, the Indi Oceans duo. They were introduced via their mutual friend Dusty, who actually is gay. So maybe it wasn't that sus when Simon told her he had a big night and was feeling dusty that morning. Simon's first recollection of Kristi was how beautiful she looked and how pretty her eyes were. Even more importantly though, he was impressed by how she could properly party and that she gave him a run for his money. Which must be a fair crack because we know how hard gay guys party, hey? Simon had 100% of his heterosexual love focused on Kristi from day dot. He was pretty much smitten from that very first moment and knew that she was the one from his very first date. He invited her to the post-impressionist Dutch artist Van Gogh's exhibition for their first date and told her that she was the only masterpiece in the building. That'll be $50 after, right? Unfortunately, their only impression of his artwork was that it sucked. Van Gogh's artwork, not Simon's artwork. And Van Gogh famously cut off his own ear, and now they understood why. They said it was that shit that they would have done the same thing just to cure the boredom they were facing. After giving up on the tour, they sat on the floor drinking, and then they left to the Indi bar again to have some more bevies and paint the town red on their very own starry night. After a few successful meetups, they shared their first kiss in Kristi's bed. And they have been all ears, lips, hands and eyes for each other ever since. They say there are plenty more fish in the sea, but Simon was completely Indi Kristi and only wanted to be in her oceans. Speaking of which, it was at Oceans where their relationship made its first waves, which ended up making their connection watertight. After having a beer around 2 p.m. with Simon's mate in Scabs, they had planned to head to drag queen bingo at the same. Kristi left and Simon was meant to meet her at 5 to change out of his work clothes into his drag outfit featuring his yellow shirt. No, just into casual going out stuff. But after a few, it's the last drink messages to Kristi, but no Simon, she decided to head in anyway with some mates. When Kristi arrived home at 2 a.m, Simon was pretty pissed off and asked where she'd been. All she had to say was, well, if you had to come with me, you would have known. Instead of the drag bingo, Simon was dragged by his singo out of Oceans for being in his work clothes. Realising what had happened, Kristi had a giggle and they kissed and made up. And since then, they've been closer than ever. So the moral of the story here, boys, is if you want a wife, stay at the pub drinking with your mates in your work clothes until you get kicked out.
That's right.
Yeah, it's work-life balance. Even though we hear they have a little bit of banter, obviously, and Kristi does hang a little bit of shit on him, she knows that there are not many men like him in the world. She does harass Simon a little, but Simon Harris is exactly what every girl dreams of, and she has no idea how she got so lucky. Simon's love has no limits. He supports her unconditionally and is there for her whenever she needs, no matter what. In the early days, she was working in Sydney and had no one to look after her cat, Ziggy, complaining that she didn't even have time to clean her room or bathroom. Upon her return home to Perth, everything was spotless and Ziggy was well taken care of. Yeah, who would have thought, to get the girl, all you have to do is be able to deal with her when she's dirty and look after her pussy well. Obviously, I don't do weddings in churches, guys. And that's why I tell you they've heard all the jokes before, yeah? If that wasn't enough, he picked her up from the airport and had left a vase of flowers, or vase, I'm never sure which way it is, a vase of flowers by her bedside. Simon literally makes Uber more like Luba. Simon truly radiates a kindness, a rare kindness to everyone that he meets, and she loves staring into his beautiful blue eyes, as I just saw earlier, which she gets lost in much more deeply than any Van Gogh oil painting. Simon's favourite thing about Kristi is the love and affection that she gives him every day. She does loads of nice things for him, but none nicer than agreeing to marry him. Hashtag the visa pleaser. Planning the proposal ended up working out much better than he thought. Originally, he was meaning to do it on a wine tour when his mum was visiting from the UK and Kristi's family was joining him. But they found out it was actually cheaper to do a tour with 20 friends rather than just a small family. So Kristi ordered a full party bus. At the final stop, he busted a move down to one knee in front of the family and friends as he called her name. As usual, she wasn't listening. Then she turned around and saw him holding out the ring. Noticing that everyone was staring, she felt nervous and quickly grabbed it and put it on her own finger so it would happen faster. It's not the first time I've heard a girl finger it themselves, so it happens quicker. And I'm going to remind you they've heard this and okayed every joke in here. There's some that have been taken out, so.
I said no.
Yeah, realising that she hadn't replied yet, Simon asked again as she said yes, and they had a kiss and a cuddle and a cry. Well, I say they had a cry, one of them did. Kristi felt like she was on cloud 9, which must have been a cloud that was full of rain to explain why Simon's eyes were so wet. So from the winery, greenery, bawling your eyes out to the greens of lawn bowling, pouring your hearts out, let's make this official. So, I have to say this bit to make it legal. Before you're joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others voluntarily entered into for life. So can I ask you real quick to grab my bag because their vows are in it? Yeah, it's just in there. It's a big black bag, not a small one, white one. Yeah, on the right there, just on the right. Just yeah. So just down there, the big black bag. All right. Just so the vows are. Yeah. So, Magic, thank you. So, these are the I do's. So all you have to do is say I do to these bits. Alright, so the I do's. Simon, do you promise to love Kristi as much as you love rugby?
I do.
Yeah? Try and fart in separate rooms. Keep being the perfect cat daddy. And continue to be the loving, caring and gentle partner that she's fallen in love with from this point forward.
I do.
Kristi, do you promise to love Simon as much as you love your cats? Bully him a little bit less. Don't look up the rugby score before the game so he can actually enjoy it. And continue to be the amazing, gorgeous and beautiful partner he has fallen in love with from this day forward.
I do.
Nice. We're going to do the vows. So, Kristi, I'll get you to go first.
It probably makes sense, yeah.
So, Kristi's going to do the vows. I'll give her the mic. Do you have rings to put on? Should check
Yeah, we
that.
do somewhere.
Yeah. You got it?
They're in my bag.
There you go. Alright, cool. So that's right. That's the thing I did. That's alright, doesn't matter. If they're there, perfect. Yeah. We got some cash. Yeah. Alright.
Trust me.
That's alright.
There's a box in there.
What's in the box? There we go. Alright, I'll hold it for you. Beautiful. So, Kristi's going to do her vows first. Once she's finished the vows, I'll take the vow book and the mic, and she'll put the ring on like a finishing move, and we'll clap and cheer, and then we'll do the same thing in reverse with Simon.
Well, here we are about to sign our lives away forever. Who would have thought meeting Dusty at Oceans on a Friday night would lead us here? Especially since I thought you and Alex were a gay couple. I know it's already been mentioned. You know what they say, love works in mysterious ways. I admire your persistence in pursuing me. It is a true testament to your determination and, let's face it, your impeccable taste. Our journey together has been nothing short of a whirlwind with all that we've accomplished. I respect our ability to have disagreements without ever truly having a fight, which speaks volumes about our relationship. I promise to always approach our conflicts with maturity, laughter, and a determination to grow stronger together. Who was that? Who was that? With this ring that's not in my hand, I promise to always love you. Wait, to always love that you never make me feel bad for any crazy idea I suggest. Like adding 3 more kittens in our family in 12 months and becoming the crazy cat parents. I promise to keep getting upset every time you can't get into the Harry Potter movies and get frustrated every time you fall asleep when we watch. I promise to keep lovingly correct your speech when you can't pronounce TH sounds like a true Brit. I promise to love you even when you accidentally pass nasty gas in my presence. I promise to continue to appreciate everything you do for me, especially being my personal Uber driver and window cleaner. I promise to let you watch rugby at stupid o'clock, even if it means sacrificing my sleep. And I promise to also continue pretending that I know the score and try to ruin the game. Despite our many imperfections as individuals, you are the perfect partner for me and the best father to our cats, and I really don't know how we got so lucky, and I wouldn't change a thing. So I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Kristi Jean Bryson, take you, Simon Jonathan Harris, to be my lawful wedded husband, my partner in life, and my one true love. I will cherish our union and love you more each day than I did the day before. I will trust you and respect you, laugh with you and cry with you, loving you faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles we may face together. This is Harry Potter quotes coming up. Love is a powerful magic. It is impossible to manufacture or imitate love. Together, we will build our empire. I am with you always until the very end. Wait, where's my ring? My ring's not in here. My ring's not in here. Oh, well, whatever.
Oh, give me engagement when I go back to you.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
No, whatever. Who cares?
Alright, so we're going to do the same thing in reverse, and we'll just use substitute one. Yeah.
You're supposed to do that after.
Oh yeah, that's alright. Premature is fine.
Want to be the first one?
I'm scared already.
That's better.
Always steam the limelight, aren't you? I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Simon Jonathan Harris, take you, Kristi Jean Bryson, to be my lawful wedded wife. Kristi, today is the day I join my life to yours, not only as your husband, but as your best friend, your lover, and your biggest supporter. Life is so much better with you by my side. It's more fulfilled, wholehearted, and filled with laughter. From meeting you that night at Oceans, I instantly fell in love with you, and more so every single day. We have grown into a fantastic and loving family unit, having our own home and our 4 beautiful kitties.
What is that right there?
We are surrounded by loving family and friends. What more can a man want in life? Thank you guys very much for coming today. With this ring, I promise. With this ring, I promise to respect you, listen, support you, and forever be your personal Uber driver. I vow to always be there for you, look after the cats, and worship you more and more every day. Kristi, I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so proud to call you my wife.
Do you want to do a symbolic one? Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It doesn't, it just symbolises. Alright. We're locked in with 2. Round of applause. Now, I'll move out of the way so I'm not in their photo as the creepy guy in the back of their kiss. So, even though they've kissed twice, we'll do a proper big build up for this one, alright?
Oh, wait, where's the DJ?
So I'm the DJ.
Wait, but we also need to call 2 people up. Can I call the 2 people up?
No, that's next.
Oh, is that
Oh yeah, it's next. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll play a little song underneath. So this next bit is like a bit of a rom-com.
Oh yeah!
Our beautiful newlyweds are proudest of raising enough cats to make a Broadway musical and planning this surprise wedding and engagement. In the future, they wish to stay as happy as they are now, buy a mansion in City Beach to house the felines, and hopefully keep Simon in the country long enough to live in it. So, let's complete the Scarborough Love Triangle from the Indi Bar to Oceans and now Scarborough Bowls Club. Simon, I invite you for maybe the 3rd time as a husband to kiss the bride! To make it official, and then we can do all